the Proscenium Online Theatre Company is proud to present Simon Paisley Day in their reimagined production of A Christmas Carol, Part 4.
I am in the presence of the ghost of Christmas yet to come. You are about to show me shadows of the things that have not happened, but will happen in the time before us. Is that so, Spirit? Ghost of the future, I fear you more than any spectre I have seen. But as I know your purpose is to do me good, and as I hope to live to be another man from what I was, I am prepared to bear your company, and do it with a thankful heart. Will you not speak to me? No? Well then, lead on. Lead on. The night is waning fast, and it is precious time to me, I know. Lead on, Spirit.
I don't know much about it either way. I only know he's dead.
Oh, gosh. But when did he die?
Last night, I believe. Plane crash. God knows.
Oh, last night? I thought he'd never die, actually. Oh, what's he done with his money?
I haven't heard. Left it to his company, perhaps.
Yes, no doubt.
He hasn't left it to me, that's all I know.
Nor me, type thing.
I mean, it's likely to be a very cheap funeral. I don't know anyone who'll go to it.
No. Well, I'll go if a lunch is provided.
Well, I'll offer to go if anyone else will.
Yes.
I'm not at all sure that I wasn't his most particular friend.
Yeah, really?
For we used to stop and speak whenever we met. Bye now. Bye.
Let us move on. Why have we stopped here?
Psst. Come into the parlour. Come in. Every person has a right to take care of themselves. He always did.
That's true indeed. No man more so.
Why then, don't stand staring as if you was afraid, woman. Who's the wiser? We're not going to pick holes in each other's coats, I suppose.
Well, no, indeed. I should hope not, anyway.
Who's the worse for the loss of a few things like these? Not a dead man, I suppose.
No, indeed. Now, if he wanted to keep him after he was dead, a wicked old screw, why wasn't he natural in his lifetime, eh? If he had been, he'd have had somebody to look after him when he was struck with death, instead of lying gasping out his last there alone all by himself.
It's the truest word that ever was spoke. It's a judgment on him.
Now, come on. Open that bundle, old Joe, and let me know the value of it. Now, speak out plain, it's no sin. Come on, open that bundle now, Joe.
Let's see what we have here. Sheets and towels.
2 old-fashioned silver teaspoons and a pair of sugar tongs.
And a pair of boots. I always give too much to ladies. It's a weakness of mine, and that's the way I ruin myself. What do you call this? Bed curtains?
Aye. Bed curtains.
You don't mean to say you took 'em down, rings and all, with him lying there?
Yes, I do. And why not?
You were born to make your fortune, and you'll certainly do it.
Don't drop that oil upon the blankets, Joe.
His blankets?
Well, who else's did you think? He isn't likely to take cold without him, I dare say.
I hope he didn't die of anything catching. Hey?
Oh, don't you be afraid of that. I ain't so fond of his company that I'd loiter about him for such things. You may look through that shirt till your eyes ache, but you won't find a hole in it now, let me tell you. Nor a threadbare place. It is the best he had, and a fine one too. They would have wasted of it if it wasn't for me.
What do you call wasting of it?
Well, putting it on him to be buried, to be sure. Somebody was fool enough to do it, but then I took it off again. If calico ain't good enough for such a purpose, it isn't good enough for anything. He can't look uglier than he did in that one, anyway.
He frightened everyone away from him when he was alive, to profit us when he was dead.
Spirit, I see. The story of this unhappy man might be my own. My life tends that way now. I see it, Spirit. This is a fearful place. In leaving it, I shall not leave its lesson. Trust me. Let us go. If there is any person in the town who feels emotion caused by this man's death, show that person to me, Spirit, I beseech you.
Your mother will be home soon. Must be near her time.
Past it, rather. But I think she has walked a little slower than she used these few last evenings, Father.
I have known her walk with Tiny Tim upon her shoulder very fast indeed.
And so have I. Often.
But he was very light to carry, and his mother loved him, so that it was no trouble. No trouble. Ah, there's your mother at the door.
Merry Christmas.
Come in. Merry Christmas.
I'll put the kettle on.
Oh, tea would be lovely, yes.
My dear, I must tell of the extraordinary kindness of Mr. Scrooge's nephew. The pleasantest spoken gentleman you ever heard.
Do you know him?
I scarcely seen him but once. And he asked why I looked so distressed, and I told him of our loss. He said, "I'm heartily sorry for it, Mrs. Cratchit, and heartily sorry for your good husband." By the by, how he ever knew that, I don't know.
Knew what, my dear?
Why, that you were a good husband.
Everybody knows that.
Well, very well observed, my boy. I hope they do. Heartily sorry, he said. And if I can be of service to you in any way, then he gave me his card. That's where I live. Pray, come to me. Now, it wasn't for the sake of anything he might be able to do for us, so much as for his kind way. It really seemed as if he had known our Tiny Tim and felt with us.
I'm sure he's a good soul.
You would be sure of it, if you saw and spoke to him. Mark what I say, if he got Peter a better situation.
Only hear that, Peter!
And then Peter will be keeping company with someone and setting up for himself.
Get along with you.
Well, it's just as likely as not, one of these days. Though there's plenty of time for that, my dear. But however and whenever we part from one another, I'm sure we shall none of us forget poor Tiny Tim. Shall we? Or this first parting that there was amongst us.
Never, Mother.
And I know, my dears, that when we recollect how patient and how mild he was, although he was a little child, we shall not quarrel easily amongst ourselves, and forget poor Tiny Tim in doing it. My little child. My little child.
We shall all miss Tiny Tim.
Spectre, something informs me that our parting moment is at hand. I know it, but I know not how. Tell me what man that was, whom we saw lying dead. Before I draw nearer to that body to which you point, answer me one question. Are these the shadows of the things that will be, or are they shadows of the things that may be only? Am I that man who lay upon the ground? No, Spirit, oh no, Spirit, hear me. I am not the man I was. Why show me this if I am past all hope? A good Spirit, assure me that I yet may change these shadows you have shown me by an altered life. I will honour Christmas in my heart and try to keep it all the year. I will live in the past, the present, and the future. The spirits of all three shall strive within me. I will not shut out the lessons that they teach. Oh, Spirit, please!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to London Heathrow. Time is 6:15 a.m. Local weather cold, with snow expected later in the day.
Face. Plane. Seat. Hands. I'm alive? I'm alive! I'm alive! I'm alive! I'm alive! I'm alive! We didn't crash?
Not as far as I'm aware.
And you're not a ghost?
No, sir. Body, heart, soul, all present.
Oh, very good. Very good.
Thought I'd get into the spirit of it.
Look, I promise, I'm going to live in the past, the present, and the future.
Yes, that's good, my boy.
The spirits of all three shall strive within me. Oh, Jacob Marley, heaven be praised for this. I say it on my knees, old Jacob, on my knees.
Can you please remain seated, sir?
Oh, of course. of course. Sorry. I don't know what to do. I'm as light as a feather. I am as happy as an angel. I am as merry as a schoolboy. I'm as giddy as a drunken man. A Merry Christmas to everybody. A Happy New Year to all the world. Hello here. Whoop. Hello. Merry Christmas.
You certainly had a good sleep.
Oh, I did. Wait, what day is it?
Why, it's Christmas Day, of course.
I haven't missed it. Bob. Bob?
Oh, sir, yeah, oh, no, I'm on my way. I should be there on time.
Turn around, Bob. Go home to your wonderful family.
What?
I'm keeping the business. The deal's off.
Really? But why?
Because you deserve better, Bob. You all deserve better.
Wow. That must have been quite some flight.
Oh, it was. It was. Oh, wait. Tim. How's little Timmy?
You mean my Timmy?
Yes. Your Timmy.
Well, he's okay. Yeah, well, he's got a new inhaler, and he's on a waiting list to see a paediatrician sometime in the new year, but... Wait, I thought you didn't like talking about home life.
Not anymore. Find the best doctors. Find them now. Put it on the company account.
What? Really?
I've been a poor boss and an even worse friend. I'll try to make amends, starting from now. And, I'm sorry.
Well, thank you. I'll let John and the children know. They'll be so happy. Thank you.
Thank you, Bob. Thank you for everything.
Here you are then, sir. That'll be $48.50, please.
Thank you. And keep the change. Fred.
Bless my soul. Is it really you?
It is, Fred. It is. Your Uncle Ebenezer. I have come for dinner. Will you let me in, Fred?
Of course, Uncle. It will make our day. Hey, kids! Fan, Amos! Uncle Ben has come for Christmas. Darling, will you set another plate? You'll never believe... Come in. Come in.
You called your daughter Fan?
I did. Wait till you see her. She's the spit of Mum.
Thank you, Fred. Oh, and, Merry Christmas to you.
I never thought I'd hear you say that, old man. God bless you.
God bless us, everyone.
A Christmas Carol was brought to you by the Proscenium Online Theatre Company in association with Punch Presentations. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe wherever you get your podcasts.